Myself, myself Nikhiless Satyavarapu. I'm leading the UiPath chapter lead, and we have Vibhor Srivastava from UiPath, official UiPath company, and he's leading community APAC. So we used to conduct the monthly meetups virtually. So right now in pandemics, we are creating virtual session. So today we have mobile test automation, and we have the speakers from one step automation, one step ahead company Mumbai. The CEO of the company is Swati and Amit, and we have Ruslan from US. So thank you so much, guys, for joining the session and accepting our invite and taking your time in your busy schedule and conducting the session and educating the other people. So I would like to tell, like, for the new joinees, so if you are joining the first time, so thank you so much for joining. And these meetups will be happening every month. So we have different chapters like Hyderabad, Delhi, Bangalore, Pune, Mumbai, and US regions as well. Please visit our community page, like communityevents.uipath.com. So if you where you can browse the different set of events, and you can RSVP for the event. Every event is free. You just need to RSVP and time slot, and you can join the event and learn the things from the session. And even if you are registered and if you are not able to join also, you RSVP the event, and you will find the recording in the events page. So once the event is completed, the recording will be available in the event. Please try to join the session. If not, RSVP and get it recording available in the session.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you. Thank you, Niklesh. So, a quick introduction. My name is Vibhor. I'm based out of Bangalore. I manage UiPath community for the APAC region. So now I will request. So we have a special guest today, Ruslan, who is joining from US. So I will quickly request Swati and then Amit and Ruslan to give quick introduction, and then probably we will start. Swati, over to you.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much, Vibhor, for introduction. And about Ruslan, Ruslan is CEO of QA Mentor Company as well as Step One Step Ahead LLC. We are having in New York, and he is the CEO of that company as well. We are a partner, and we are into the QA as well as the robotic process automation. So all the combination of robotics as well as the quality assurance, and whatever topic we are going to take today is like mobile test automation, and tomorrow we will be having API automation. So Ruslan is having 23 plus years of experience in the same field of automation, then related to quality assurance and multiple QA activities. So I will request Ruslan to give some brief about the mobile test automation in the normal way, whatever, like using APM or the generic way of mobile test automation. And then we will see like how it is very easy to do the automation, mobile automation, by using UiPath test suite and mobile whatever uh, features they are having in UiPath. So let's start. So Ruslan, over to you.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Vibhor. Thank you, Swati, for having me here. So good evening, guys. I know you all in India. It's morning for US. So just really quickly, I started my career 23 years ago, and at that point of time, that was a Windrunner tool from Mercury Interactive. I don't know how many of you are, from that generation, but that was the tool for most of the Fortune 500 companies. Everybody was purchasing and buying Windrunner. It was all over the place from the Mercury Interactive. Since that time, up till now, after 23 years, believe it or not, I didn't see a major transformation into the tools within the automation arena. Pretty much all the tools were basically built and producing the same thing. You have to understand object-oriented programming. You have to have the skill set of the developer, of the scripter, in order to build the automation scripts, whether it's a web-based application or a mobile application or a client-server application or a legacy platforms and mainframe, absolutely does not matter. In order to build a sophisticated frameworks and scripts, you need to be technical savvy in object-oriented programming, right? Now, when we acquired One Step Ahead, a few months back, Swati actually introduced me to UiPath tool, which I heard about before, but to be honest with you, we never leverage and we never utilize that tool. So from the first moment, I fall in love, and I'll tell you the reason why I fall in love. So number one, there's so many people out there, as you all know, who are sort of falling into the manual testing category, right? Who are conducting and performing manual testing, who are really not sort of equipped to do automation. And equipped to do automation because maybe they are, either they're afraid to go there because of the technical aspects, or they never had any background in programming. Now, the UiPath and the beauty of UiPath is that you guys would be able to create scripts absolutely without knowing any object-oriented programming or without any prior scripting skills. That's the beauty of it, and that's what the market needs nowadays. So, kudos to UiPath for building such a great product, which in my opinion will be the future generation for all of our automation across the board, starting from robotics process automation all the way through API level automation, web-based client server, legacy, interface, and they building some other interesting capabilities right now as we speak across the board. So fantastically is the tool which anybody would be able to apply and use, regardless of the fact that you're good in scripting, or you understanding object-oriented programming, or you ever learned and experiments anything at the C level of C++ or Java or any other programming languages levels, right? So market needs such a tool, because I'm a stronger believer that you don't need to be a developer to build scripts, because that's very, very a difficult aspect, right? Everybody should be able to simplify their lives as a quality assurance professional by helping themselves to speed up the turnaround time of the regression testing execution. And for that reason, whether you're doing system testing, system acceptance testing, or user acceptance testing as a business users, anybody would be able to conduct automation and perform automations and build automation scripts with the scriptless approach, okay? So I'll stop here because we have some very interesting session from guys from UiPath, but I just wanted to leave this with you guys that, in my opinion, the tool should serve a tester to do things much simpler and easier, not through the very tough development effort. And the UiPath allows you to do this. We did lots of experiments where we put automation engineers, senior automation engineers, Selenium, Java, Python, Selenium, C# Selenium, versus building the same scripts in UiPath. And guess what? We see much more productivity and outcomes coming in terms of converting manual test cases into the automation scripts from our UiPath automation engineers. It's almost doubling the productivity. So on average, we're building 3 automation scripts per day using Java Selenium framework. In UiPath, we were able to build 6 to 7 automation scripts within the same time. So that's how effective and how productive this tool is for quality assurance engineers. So thank you so much, guys. I'm excited, to watch this session, and over to you guys.
Thank you,
So,
Ruslan.
Swati, before you start, so I would surely like to thank you, you for inviting Ruslan. And Ruslan, thank you so much for sharing your experience and what are the benefits. And it's great to hear from you. So, yeah, Swati, over to you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ruslan. Thanks, Vibhor. So let's start without wasting the time so that you will be also getting more and more information related to mobile test automation by using UiPath and how easy it is. So we are going to see the agenda of today's meeting is like the first is we need to see, we will be seeing the mobile test automation and how it is possible to generate scripts or workflows by using UiPath, and what are the features we are having for the mobile test automation in UiPath, which are very easy to use, and it will not require definitely any type of coding or any type of programming. And then we will be seeing the actual use case of UiPath mobile automation, and then in case of any question that will be handled after the demonstration of actual use case. So this will be the agenda. This will be very interesting session we will be having. So first is like, what is the actual mobile automation and what is the UiPath automation by using the mobile test automation. So here we will be using some features, as I said earlier, of the UiPath, that is mobile device manager and the UiPath Studio. By using this, we will be automating the mobile. So every one of you know about the normal mobile test automation. The generic way is like we will be testing something on different types of mobiles or different types of handset. It will be iOS or Android. So that is the mobile test and how it is possible by using the UiPath. So UiPath support both Android and iOS platforms, and it is very easy to do the mobile test automation by using UiPath. So in UiPath mobile test automation, and what are the challenges we are facing in traditional automation, traditional mobile test automation is like, first thing, we need scripts or we need a programming language knowledge related to traditional automation, and that is the first challenge which we are facing. And the removal of that challenge or the solution UiPath brought is like, we don't need any type of coding. This is just a drag and drop and you can develop your automation, and that can be easily developed by using UiPath test suite. So it is stable, and the object recognition is also very easy. Then a second thing is like, everything is built up and the framework is also ready to use, so you don't have to care about the framework, you don't have to care about any type of function. It is a just drag and drop. Mobile device connection setup is very easy. We will take a few minutes to set up the mobile device in UiPath. So we will be showing you how to do that. Then recording feature is also available so that you can record and just play back, so that all the objects and all the workflow related to your mobile use case or test case will be ready to use activities and packages available. So we just have to use that activities and packages by dragging and dropping or changing some kind of activity parameters, and that is possible to use directly without any type of coding. Code free automation, I already explained. Faster automation than like 50% less amount time for the implementation will be needed. So suppose I'm taking example of any kind of script which we are developing in normal traditional automation. It requires suppose 4 hours. So in this case, this same script will be developed in UiPath in that 1.5 or maximum by 2 hours. So 50 to 60% less amount of time is required, so that companies will be getting the ROI out of it. And advanced error handling and exception mechanism will be there, which is very easy to use, drag and drop again, and each logic is already set up inside the UiPath. We just have to use it. So it is very simple and interesting type of automation which we will be learning today. So these are the advantages of UiPath test automation or a mobile test automation. So maximizing ROI, then fast development and delivery will be there. Availability 24/7. So robot, it is a robot, a kind of robot which is doing this automation and which is executing this automation. So we can run that 24/7. Increase productivity, as I said, like for implementation, 50 to 60% time is saved, as well as the maintenance time is reduced by 70% around. So because of that, the productivity is getting increased and the scalability is also there. So in case of scalability, our framework will be very easy to use and scalable, so that now suppose we wanted to do the mobile testing on 2 devices, and after some time we need to add maybe 5 devices for the testing. In this case, we don't have to worry about it. The scalability functionality will be there, which will be easily adaptable, and it will increase the productivity and our scripts will be ready. So that's the main UiPath advantages which we are having. So let's see the virtual demonstration now, and we will be seeing one use case related to the e-commerce general store mobile application. So here the UiPath capabilities which we have used are mobile device connection setup, handle drop down, then how to handle the drop down. We will be seeing that. Then input text in text field, how to input text by using the mobile automation, then tapping on buttons. So how to tap on the button, we will be seeing all these capabilities in today's use case. And activity which are used in UiPath are mobile device connection, set selected item, verify control attribute, set text, and tap. So these are the activities which we are getting drag and drop, and how to use that particular activities. So we will be seeing that, and it's a beauty of this tool that we don't have to code. So time taken to develop the test case is 15 minutes, and in 15 minutes, this test case will be developed. So let's move ahead for the test case one. So this is the first test case. So I'm handing over to Amit. Amit, please carry on with the test case and how we will execute that particular test case.
Yes, thanks, Swati. Thanks everyone for joining. Thank you. So would like to present 2 test cases today in the today demonstrations. So as Swati already mentioned, so we can see different capability of the mobile test automations, how to insert any text in a text fields, how to scroll a mobile screen, how to select any field, if any field or value from the drop down field, how to tap on the any buttons on a checkpoints. So different activities. So we have generated some unique use cases. So I believe those you guys haven't seen before that, and in with these 2 use cases, we can show you multiple capabilities of the UiPath using this 2 use cases. So that's our agenda. So this is the first test case. So where we have we have the general store mobile application, which is the e-commerce based mobile applications, a native based application, where we are check-in. So we have to launch the mobile application, select the country field, then enter the name, select the gender, and tap on Let's Shop button. And after that, if you are getting the list of the product, it means that this test case successfully executed. So this is our expected result after successfully login in product skin. We will get the list of the products. All right, and here we're using a 2 test data, country as India and name as a Swati. So let me share screen, and I'm just giving now demonstration first of these your test cases. Then we'll see how we have developed these test cases using a different activities. Yeah. So they can just stop this shares. Yeah, thank you. Okay. So this is the first test case. So where we are checking the this mobile application functionality. So let me run this first test case, then we will see the how we have developed it. So let me run it. So execution has been started now. So we have two simulator, one of the UiPath and second is Android Studio. So it's up to your requirement. You can use any of the studio. So now it select the country as India from the drop down. So it's checking one by one in this list. Where is the India? Yeah. So it can see and selected on India, then entering the name Swati, and then click on gender as a female, and then tap on Let's Shop button, and then you can see the product screen here. So you can see a product screen, product title was there. So we have kept as a expected output. So once we see this output, its verification has been passed. So these are the two verification checkpoints we have added here. One is in a drop down, if you're selecting the country as India, the same thing has been selected or not. So this is the one verification we have done and it's passed. We can see in a green color, it shown as a pass. And second verification we have added. So after successfully doing the check-in, so list of the products or product screen should be appear. So those validation also we have done it here, and we can see here. So entire execution it take around 1 minute and 6 seconds, and two checkpoints we have checked here. So we can say two assertions we have checked here. So that about these test cases. And also if you wanted to see the HTML report of this particular test case also, so let's see this, because this is also interesting things. So in our testing automations we need to HTML report as well. So here this HTML report also has generated. So you can see this is my test case ID and test case description, verify checked in functionality of e-commerce general store mobile application, and these are the 5 steps which were executed. So first step, launch. So if you can see the status in a left hand side as a green color, so it means it is passed, right? And at also it's capture the timestamp as well, at what time this step has executed, what is expected result, what was the actual result. So everything you can see. And if you want to do see the screenshot, so let me click on any screenshot. So you can see, so this is a first screenshot where we select the we launch the product or select the country. Or let me click on step number 5. So you can see the final output also. So whatever the screenshots here, so you can capture. So with this HTML report also in a mobile automations, we have to prepare the report as well. So those things we are covering here. Okay. So in this use case, so this is a positive test case where we are verifying the check-in functionality, and we have seen the use report as well. Now let's see how we have developed it and what kind of activity we used it, because that's the most important to understand how easy. Okay, so this is the for the report. So for the HTML, so there are two things are there. For the HTML reports, and if you wanted to HTML reports, so the report generate packages, those you need to first upload in your dependencies, and there you can see that the different activities are there: create report, step status, start test. So from where you can, these are the activity. Let me show you. So this is a reporter for UiPath: create report, send email status, start recording, start stood, start test, step status, stop recording. So using this all the activity, you can easily capture the each and every steps. Their expected result, actual the test data, and those can come in a HTML report. So those activity we have used here. So for the connection details, so there is a mobile test connections activity is already there. So using this activity, let me show you. Yeah, so this is a mobile device connection activity. Using this activity, we have setting up the connections. So whatever device you want to select for the automations, which application you have a list of the application, in which list which application you want to run for the execution. So those also you can easily do the connections here, just choosing those device and applications. Okay. uh, then next is next is we want to select the India country from the drop down, right? So for that drop down field handling, we have used the set selected item this activity. So using this activity, so whatever drop down field we have in mobile screen, so those we can easily pick it up. So for that also you don't need to do any extra coding and everything. We just have to drag and drop this activity, and which item you want to select it, those you need to select it. So that's it. That's the thing you have to do it. We can see it's very easily in a UiPath mobile, because in a whenever we're doing actual mobile test automation with the scripting, so the capture data from the drop down, scroll, all these things, it will take lots of time, lots of code. But all these things, all the packages, all the activity where UiPath is already given, and we have to just use it. The next one is we have given one assertions, one verification point. So in the drop down, whatever country we have selected, we have looking for the India, and same country we have selected or not. So those also assertion we have given here. Okay, so you can see using the verify control attribute activity, we have given this assertion. So here get selected items, so we are getting, so whatever item had been selected, so those we are capturing here, and those value we are capturing, and we are comparing with the contents as India. If both getting matched, then this assertion it will get passed. So in output result we have already seen that this assertion has been passed, right? So this is the using the verify control attribute activity, we can handle these assertions, right? So next is again for the for my HTML report, I have get the each and every step execution logs. I have added this step status, so those things I am getting my HTML report. Then next step which we have done, we have to input a data in a in this application as a name. So using set text activity, we have given the input. So we have given Swati input. So using this set text activity, we have given the input. So it's very easily, you just have to add a set text activity and just open your device and just select the element where you have to put the values. That's it only. Next one is again we have added one more step for, so whatever step for logs which we need to pull in HTML, again we have added here. Then we have to click on tap on a female checkbox. Okay, so using this tap activity, that also we have done. So again, very interesting things which you have already given. You want to a single tap, you want to a continuous tap, you want to hold on it. So everything these are the options are available, so you can easily automate your use case, right? Then next one is, then we have after that we have to tap on a let's shop on this button. So whatever options, whatever buttons are there, links are there, using tap activity we can easily tap on it, because in a mobile whenever we are doing a mobile testing, okay, we are not clicking, we are tapping, right? So we need to use it. So you have us given tap activity, so you can see these are the name very user friendly, so we don't need to understand, we need to remember. So very, we can easily, so whatever as a manually we are doing, same thing, all the packages are available, we have to just use it. All right. So then we have given next assertions. So next verifications. So once we are checked in, after clicking on let's shop button, once we checked in, we can see the products screen, right? So this assertion we have also handled here. So again we are getting text from the product screen, a product title, and we are comparing products is there. If it is match, then it pass, right? So in this way, so generally whenever we are doing a mobile testing, so as per the each test cases, they have different steps, or they have different assertion point, checkpoints are there, test data. So in this way we have uh, created this workflow. So this is all about the our use case number 1. If you have any questions, and now definitely we'll discuss on the Q&A session. So let me proceed for further use case. So second use case is, just a minute. Yeah. So second use case is a verify add to cart functionality. So we have taken the e-commerce application. So in a it's very used to scenario where we have to check whatever product in a product list we have added, it is we have added in a cart, whether it is added or not. So these functionality, if you want to test it, so with this application how we can test it, so this use case we'll see. But while seeing this use case, so what are the things which we are learning today? What are the UiPath capability which we are demonstrating to you? So let's see. So first in this, so we have a list of the products in this application. So we need to scroll the screen, scroll the mobile screen, and then select the particular product. Okay. And then also once select the particular product, also we need to extract some information. So using extract text uh, capabilities, we can extract the text also. So those things we are trying to demonstrate in this use case. So what activity we have used here? Mobile device connection, set selected item, verify control attribute, set text, scroll, swipe, and get text. So get text to extract the text, right? And it has been taken around 10 minutes. If you know this activity, you can easily develop it. Okay. So test case is for this. So this is a test case. Test case number MT002, test case description, verify add to cart functionality. So again, we are using same application here. So what are the steps? We are launching the application. We are doing the check-in in the application first. Then list of the product, it will appear on a product screen. Then we have to select the products. So for that, we need to scroll the screen, then select the product. And then in the product, the add to cart button is there. And we have to click on add to cart buttons. And once we have added in a cart, so we can see a status added to the cart. Once we see this status, it means that this function is working fine. So this is our expected result we're expecting. Okay. So let's see now this test case. Yeah. So let me run first this test case. We demonstrate. So first it will do a check-in. It will go with the check-in. We need to do the check. So to get the product list, we need to do the check-in in the applications. So we need to select the country as India, then enter the name, the gender, then click on let shop button, and then we'll get the list of the product. So this is the product screen where we're getting a list of the products. So our product is not here, so we need to scroll it. So we can see the scroll how it's searching for your products. So we are looking for the Nike SFB Jungle product. Yeah, now we can see this product here, and there's a button add to cart. It will click on add to cart. It will tap on add to cart button. Once it tap on, it will status will change as added to cart. So once we get this status added to cart, it means that this test case successfully done, successfully passed. So let's see the output first here. So one verification we have given here. So the output value of text Nike SFB jungle was content the expected value Nike SFB jungle. So same thing we have verified, and it takes around 1 minute to 44 seconds to execute. And let's see the HTML report of this test case as well. So this is the test case number 2, MT02, with the test case description, verify add to cart functionality. It had been start the execution on 5th February, 6:35 p.m. With the Indian time zone, and at the 6:36:41, and it will take around 1 minute 40 seconds, right? So these are the details, execution details. You will get it with these reports, and these are the steps which we have just executed now. A step launch the mobile application, select the country, enter the name, tap on let shop button, then scroll the screen for select the product, then we have select the product, and then we tap on the add to cart button and verify the product has been added in a cart or not, and we'll getting the Nike SFB jungle product. It has been now in a cart. So those expected actual result we can see here. Also, if you want to screenshot, you will get the screenshot here as well in this HTML report. Yeah. So this is about the second use case. And if you want to run all these use cases or all test cases in a one go, so then we need to create a test suite. So in these particular test suites, we will add those test cases. So here you can see in a screen. So here I have so I want to do the reporting of entire test suite also. So have to create the report first, then start suite activity, and then I have to invoke both the test cases. So my first test case MT01 and second test case MT02. So those I have invoked here, and if I in a one go I will start the execution and it will run. So let's see this execution as well. Now we are executing these two test cases in a one test suite in one go. So second test case is been executed now. We are in last step only. Yeah, let's open this report. Yeah, so in this way, we have executed this both the test case in a one test suits. And so whatever questions you have, guys, so definitely we'll answer in a question and answer sessions. So let's see in this second test case which we have just demonstrated also, so exactly what activity we have used also. So I just want to quickly go through it. Set connection details we have already discussed. For the report we already discussed what activity we use. Select item, we already know that. Set text to give the inputs, because this is very important to understand when you're doing the mobile test automation in UiPath. So which activity we need to use, that's very important. So next, let me go to the swap, because that we already know, tap and all. So this is a swipe activity. This is most important. So whenever you want to do a scrolling, right, in the mobile screen, so using this swipe activity, so we have just given the screen, and you want to swap in a which direction down. So in the property sections, so there is a property uh, in the property section. So I have given the direction as a swipe down, and how many times you want to swipe 5, 4, 3. So these things you can give the count as well. Okay. So using this, so you can see it's very easily you can scroll, you can swipe the screen, your mobile screen. So for that also you don't need to write any code, because this activity is already available in UiPath mobile test automation. You just have to use it, right? So next thing is to extract. So let's see, if you want to extract any element, any text from the uh, any screen, so using the get text activity, we can easily extract the information whatever you're looking for it. All right. uh, so let me show you also the how to capture the selectors as well in the UI path. So let's consider these tab these options. Okay, let me take any example. For example, this added to cart, if you want to go, so how we can indicate the selectors, how we can indicate the object also. So let's see now very quickly. So here we have to, so our target element is loading now here. So those are the list of the selectors you can see are here. So we have the different type of selectors are there. You can validate your selectors, you can confirm it, and you can apply the whatever selector you have select, you can save it. So you can see, so very easily you can capture. So you don't need to say in traditional automation we need to open the UI automator viewer, in again go to the UI automator viewer, and then again capture the this particular selectors. Okay, then we have to see the entire XPath. You have to define the XPath. Here you don't need to do, because UiPath selectors, it's very advanced selectors, have the capability, it can be give the uh, dynamic selectors the way it's possible, right? So we can just, you have to select the which element you want to indicate, just indicate the element and it will be appear there. All right. So So this is our second use case. So in this both the use case, we have seen about the how to open the application, how to launch the applications, how to set up the connections, how to input any text in the text fields, how to tap on the any button, any options, how to tap on a check buttons, then how to extract the any information, any text using a text activity, how to scroll down, scroll up, then how to select the any field from the drop down, right? So all these things we have seen. So it's very same like we are doing a web automation, your desktop automation using UiPath. So guys, same thing we can do it here as well in mobile uh, automation also using UiPath, using all this activity which I have just shown you. And for the reports, these are also the HTML reports. You can also the packages already available. Using these packages, you can very easily create the HTML report, because a report is very interesting parts whenever we are doing the test automation, test execution to our customer, to all the stakeholders. They have to understand the report in their own language. They can understand, not in technically. They can easily understand. Same in a manual testing, the way we have reporting, doing the reports, right? So same thing in a test automation also. The report they have to get a such kind of reports. That's also very important. So using this report package activity, you can easily get those report and you can create very easily. That's not a challenge. You just have to put at which step, what lock, what execution details you want to capture in your HTML report. So those is already captured with the screenshot also. Also, if you want to do the recording also, so you can a video recording also, you get the video recording. So entire test execution, if you want to do artifacts with the screenshots, the image, or with the video also. So both the artifact you will get to here. So these reports, it will be available not in mobile application only. You can use for the web based or desktop test automations. You can use it. And these are the step status. So every step, exactly what is the step name, what is the description, what exactly happened, what is the status of the steps, what is the expected result, what is the actual result. So those also we can capture. So let me show you in the step status properties. So this is the step properties. So here where we can put the step status, actual result, expected results, the name, descriptions. So what is the status of this step if you get executed? So everything we can easily so different if you want to skip it, fail it, information as you want this log as the information, warning, exceptions, compare. So all this data is ready-made available. We just have to use it. All right, guys. So that's about these two use cases that we were demonstrating today using these e-commerce applications. So we have seen this test case one by one. Also, in entire test suite, how to run it, and also we have seen the HTML reports. Yeah. So, Swati, anything else from your side, or we can go for question answer?
Thank
Your voice is breaking.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes, yeah. Hello, now voice is audible?
Yeah, go ahead. You can ask question.
Yes. Thank you. It was a nice presentation. So I have the one questions for this. So this is the first stage of while we using is a phone, and it's the phone is the second stage while we inserting in this like it's a SIM card. So is there any possibility? So how can we check like HLR, VLR, and while we calling the to other person like SMTP protocol for this. So and SMSP. So is it possible on this?
I'm not getting your question. Can you just repeat again?
It means
Exact.
so the applications we are using, so that phone is a primary like it's the applications for this. I mean to say while we using is the phone is second stage, means while we insert the SIM card in phone. Okay, so that time, so just suppose we are so calling to another person. So what is the is a protocol is using, like it's a while we using HLR, VLR, so and the location for this and the calling protocol. So is it so in this possible?
Mm,
So how can we track in this? It means like it's a calling HLR and it's a and this communication medium
okay.
for this.
Okay. So that I haven't seen yet. I need to check these points. So I will get back to you on this. How that I haven't explored it.
Because yeah, because
Sorry.
just I asked this question because here in this, after inserting the same in phone like it's a Android and iOS, so it's a, there is a lot of manual process for the just I'm doing. So I just try to want to to automate all these things.
Okay.
So just
So
I'm searching on this.
yeah, yeah. So we will check these things also here.
Because all
And
this like it's a GSM network activity, all this in this GSM has a different files while we you are messaging, so that takes a one protocol from to another protocol, so that is messages transfer and calling, so
but
that
I
is
I
using
believe all these
switch
things.
network.
Yeah, yeah. But I believe all these things here. It will comes under the client side performance testing, right?
Hmm.
Right. So
So
this is the
we
so
can,
this is the
yes,
mobile testing. This is a mobile testing. So just
yes,
whatever
yes.
things we are doing manually, so those things we can automate it
Hmm.
here. But whatever you're mentioning with the network, and
Yes.
it's a part of your
No, no,
client
no,
side
no, no,
performance
it's
testing.
an, oh, sorry interrupt you. No, not is a network connectivity, but just like it's a compatibility, it's a compatible. It means your phone is compatible with the same, it's a sim, whatever feature in this same card, like we have is a 4G network. So in this 4G network, what we have is like OTP over the year,
Sorry, Indra,
so
sorry
in the
to
over the year is take the
disturb
authentication
you.
from the HLR. Yeah. Okay, okay.
Indra,
Just
sorry
a
to
quick
disturb you.
understanding so
Yeah.
that I can probably, I don't know if I can answer that, but
Mhm.
whatever Indra, that is Indra, right?
Yes, yes, right.
Or who's the person? Yeah. So Indra, whatever you're asking is about the embedded systems and the hardware testing. So the capability of
Mm-hmm.
UiPath is to emulate the process that a human system does. Okay, what you do from the
Yes,
with
yes.
your hand, whatever you do from the software part, that is what your UiPath is
Mm-hmm.
automating. If you remember, whatever
Mm-hmm.
Amit showed, it's an emulator, it's not the actual device.
Emulator.
So
Mm-hmm.
whatever you are asking is only possible through the real device, where you insert the gem, insert the sim and make a call. Those are hardware
Mm-hmm.
related components. But in terms of UiPath, you're testing an application, a software application, or
Mm-hmm.
any human inactions that you can do using UiPath. But whatever you are asking is something that relates to embedded systems testing. So probably Amit, if you can answer, can we do those kind of testing in UiPath?
Thanks, Arun.
No.
Okay, so,
So as
Sandeep
of
here.
now,
So as of now, because of path, it's based, so backend is used for the APM, and so APM and UiPath both are just support for the mobile application functional testing, not for the
Okay.
protocol or any JSON.
Exactly.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so Indra, so it's practically not possible. Yeah, but it's possible through the API testing, but in API testing we need to they need to open their APIs to public, and we need their API access. Then we can automate using API automation to automate all the your queries like GSM protocol and etc. But
Yes, GSM. Okay.
but make sure their provider can available for public, or at least they give us their API key or access credentials.
then we can achieve this.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but
Yeah.
using about mobile automation, it's not possible
Mm-hmm.
because this put specific design for the function automation.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi guys, I have one question. Sit here. Can you all hear me?
Yes, Sid, you can proceed.
Yeah. Amit, can you
Your voice is not
start?
clear, so probably you need to be a little loud.
Yeah, sure. Is it better now?
Amit, can you
Yeah,
hear?
it's better.
Yeah, okay. Amit, while before presenting before starting the test case execution, I think those activities were already added. Can you just show me one of the simple activity to add from there? I mean, if it doesn't take long time. I mean, how you search any of the activities and add it as the
So you want to see how to add any other activity?
yeah, any of it,
Okay.
for
Okay.
example.
Fine. Let me show you. Just a minute. So let's see
So,
tap activity.
so just one question before that. This UiPath.mobile.automation.activity, is this a standard package out of the box package in UiPath, or is it some custom package?
No, it's a standard package which is given by the UiPath.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's see the tap activity. If you tap on this let's on shop button. So let's see. So let me add this activity uh, from the activity panel. Before that, let me go to the screen, actual screen. So in activity planner, I'm just so this is a tap activity. I'm just drag and dropping in my workflow area, and this is indicate target. And here I'm just indicate this particular elements, just confirming. So in this way, we can use it.
Got you. Thank you.
And I believe these, I have one question, sorry. I
Yeah,
believe the three finger at the bottom of this activity shows different types of taps, right? Double tap or something like that.
correct. Double tap, continuous selections. So all these things are showing.
Mhm. Do we have the option of some complex things like pinch to zoom or something?
Pinch to zoom, and okay, you're talking about zoom in, zoom out.
Yeah, when you zoom in using two fingers and all that. So is that, or are those features also available?
That I need to check. Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome. Next question.
Can you show me how to connect to the device when initialization the things? I think capabilities kind of thing.
Okay. So here in a device manager, so all the capabilities. So this is a device name, APM URL, then platform, device name, emulator, platform versions. So those things we have added here in the mobile device manager in UiPath. So if you want to add the multiple devices, you can just click on plus icon. You can add the multiple devices as well. And this is the application. So in mobile device manager, you can add the devices plus applications also. So here you can see the application name, whether is app or web application, a web, a mobile web. What is the binary? Is Android or iOS? So what is the application path, app package activity? So all these things you can add it here. So the mobile device manager in this component, basically you can configure your devices, your applications.
Okay, so if you have any like mobile apps or device connect or perfect mobile, so how do you need to connect to that? So the same way what you are showing now.
For that set connection, right? So suppose in your test cases, if you want to connect it, right? So that I have shown you a set connection details. So where we can select those. So let me go to the test case workflow. So there is a set. So you can see this select connections details. So I have to select the connection device and application. So I have to select Google Pixel, so whatever device I wanted, and these applications. So in this way, we can do it. And if you wanted to know how we can reach you here, so let's see. So in activity, there is a set connection. The connection details activity is already available. So let me show you. So in the activity panel, mobile device connection. So this activity, you just need to drag and drop, and you have to select it. And then whatever activity which you are doing, those you need to drop in this do sections only. Okay. So same like as in a UiPath web automations. So if you want to do whatever activity with the web application, so either in attached browser or in open browser we are doing. Same here also. Whatever activity with this particular device or application, so we need to do it now. Mobile device connection activity under do sections.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So Amit, this is Arun here. So there was one step where you did a scroll down of your cart list by 5 times and then selected the value. So I want to understand the scenario wherein, let's say, the list of values in the cart keeps changing in real time. So there is possibility that when more of products are added, then the Nike FB could go to the 6th page or the 7th page or anywhere else. It could be even on the first. So how do I handle such kind of scenarios? Is it possible for me to make it dynamic?
So you can select the target as well. So in this activity, so there's a select target. Let me show you. Yeah. Here. Okay. So there's a indicate the swipe target. You can see.
Okay.
So here, so whatever your target is there, you can just indicate there, and so it will check for this particular target. Okay, and then it will be stop it. So in both the ways, either if you know this application, the position is fixed, then it's fine. And if you don't know, as you mentioned, then using this indicate swipe target, you can do it also.
Okay. Got it. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions we have?
Hi, this is Lokesh. Can you hear me?
Hi, Lokesh.
Hi. My question is, so comparing to just like a desktop application, right, or a web automation, right? We have a navigate to activity in general, or launch an application, right? So similar to that, even over here, can we get is there any possibility to launch the application? So let's say on your mobile, you are on your home screen. Is there a way you can launch the application?
So launch the application. These are the when we are doing a mobile automation. So these are the activities, right? Application activities. So those things we need to those capabilities that we need to add it here already when we setting up the connections, right?
Okay, so you should initial so you're saying we should initially launch the application and then you should start playing around.
Yes. So you can see. So these are the capabilities. So it's so in mobile automation there's a different thing. So every applications have their own package, have own activities. Every application inside the application. I'm talking about not UiPath. I'm talking about this general mobile. So whatever application I'm showing you about these applications. Okay. So using APK info, this application will get all these activity application packages, application activity. So every for the launching the application, we have different activity. So those things we need to get it, and those capabilities we need to add it here. Then only we can launch the application.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Hi, this is Arvind. If you guys can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. My question is I'm just taking a context-based question here. We have two test cases, and do we have a possibility for the second test case to start from where the first test case ended? Is there some kind of state transition between test case 1 and test case 2?
Yeah, so basically, yeah, it's possible, but for the demonstration we have so we want to we start with the new connections, right? So that's why you can see the difference like this. But if you wanted your all the test cases, so wherever your application has been left, from there you want to start it, so that's also possible.
uh, is it simple enough for you to link it here, or is it going to take a complete rewrite?
Yeah, it will take some time. It will take some time because it's already set up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks anyways.
Yeah.
Okay. But I think we don't have any questions further.
Any other question, guys? Please feel free to. Yeah. Madhvi.
If we are having around 10 test cases in one, so can we get the consolidated report in this?
Yeah, using this HTML report, you will get the consolidated report also. So either you will get the orchestrator also. So whatever test case we are added, we have created test suits in the orchestrator. We'll get the entire test case reports. Also, if you're looking for the HTML report, also in the HTML report, we get the consolidated report as well here. So but for that, you need to add all the test cases. So this is the create report, this is the main activity, and start suits. Okay. Here in this both activity after that, you need to add your all the test cases. So it means that for all the test cases, I need to create a one report, and I have to start the test suits, and inside each test case it will say start test cases, and inside each test it will say start steps executions. So in this way we'll get consolidated reports.
Okay. And one more question is, Amit, just now you have showed that we have buying some product through online. So after buying the product, we will get the invoice, right? Like in the format of PDF. So from PDF, can we track the number, and again we can go back to the application, and can we search from there?
So you meant to say that we need to
reading the data from the PDF and again searching in the application.
So are you talking about application swapping scenario?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that also we can do it in UiPath. You can switch between one application to the another applications. If you know the another application capabilities, or okay, or which activity you use for the particular applications. So those also you can swap it from one application to the another applications.
Okay. Thank you.
So you can see this activity, manage another app, other app.
Yeah.
And manage current app. So using this, you can swap it.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions we have, or we can close the session?
I don't think we have any other question. So let me. Can you stop sharing the screen, Amit?
Sure. Sure.
Because some of the people are new here, so I just wanted to quickly share something. So guys, if you're joining the first time, so if you see, this is a community events.uipath.com. So if you come here, and if you come little down, you can find most all the upcoming meetups which are happening in any of the places across the globe, right? So we have some meetups which are happening on the Studio X, for example. We are also having session on UiPath certification. So if you are planning to give certification or attempt certification in the future, we are doing one session each month for the advanced as well as for the associate level as well. If you come further down, you can find chapter in your cities. For example, if you go to Asia Pacific, you can find cities. If you're from EMEA, you can find your cities. And then you can simply join those chapters. And as soon as you join chapter, whenever any meetup is announced, you will get the email for that. Second thing, if you have any question, for example, mobile automation or test automation, I'm sure most of you would be knowing about the forum, right? So if you come here, you can easily see test suite or mobile automation. You can simply post your question under that specific category. And another thing, many times people ask me, okay, how they can always stay updated, for example, even though we are covering most of the topics, but in case you want to learn what UiPath is already working on for the future, right? If you come to this page, here it says Insider Preview Program. Insider Preview Program is, as an insider, you get access to the early builds of the new feature, right? So whatever we are working on, which is not yet released in the community. So, and you can get access to that. You can see and you can provide feedback. You can test those features along with the product teams. In a way, you can influence the product, right? So yeah, please leverage this platform as well in case you want to be part of this. However, you will not be able to join using your personal email ID, but only official email ID or business email. And you can find the recording of today's session probably after 2 hours on the same page where you RSVP it. And in case you want to be a speaker for any of the meetups in the future, if you have any specific topic in mind, please reach out to me or Niklesh or any of the chapter organizer, and we will be happy to have you as a speaker. Or if you want to write a blog for UiPath, or you want to create any tutorial for us. So there are different ways you can contribute to the community, and I will be happy to engage with you. Thanks, Amit. Thanks, Swati, and thank you, Niklesh. Niklesh, you want to add anything? You can add.
Yeah, thank you everyone. And for tomorrow session, you have the RSVP link available in the page, and I have in the description chat window I have pasted. So we'll meet you on tomorrow session. Tomorrow is the API automation. So I will meet you tomorrow.
Thanks everyone. Have a great weekend.
Much. Yeah. Thank you.
Bye everyone.
Thank you, Amit. Thank you, Smati. Thank you, Russell. Thank you, Uber.